You come over here, lock your feet, that's great to have as well. Work those collar chokes. Let's take a quick look at how to do it with the t-shirt on. So basically, being the collar chokes, looking at the collar chokes, when they have a t-shirt, collar choke doesn't work because you pull and it stretches too much. So here's the trick. You just bunch up the material and turn it into a collar. So for example, if I go here, right, I'm in this position, I'm holding his arm, looking for those weapons to come out, I reach down and I just bunch it up here. Okay, now if I grab on this side, I push him over and I grab here, I do have a collar choke. Now I prefer not to do this one because the guy's hands are free. He can start punching me. That's why I prefer other ones like we were looking at earlier, overhook. Still think I'm going to grab a lot, reach all the way in, and come here. Okay, if we go to the other side so that they see that. So from right here, I pull. I have an overhook with my left hand. Overhook, I'm pulling, and I reach all the way across and I grab. Now I reach in deep, come in, and I can finish that choke right there. Same with that Kanto choke we were looking at. If I pull it all the way up here, and I grab, I can maybe come out, and there we are. I just have to really, with my back, if we rotate on his back, I'm going to really grab up here to make it tight so it doesn't stretch too much, and he'll tell you that choke is still on. So if you practice in the t-shirt sometimes, get some old t-shirts, and just practice bunching it up, making the transitions, and then it's the same collar chokes. There's almost no difference. Only thing is it's easier to get your thumb inside if you want to use chokes where you're using your thumb. So just put that to practice. The barrier, good old wall, cage, whatever, it's very valuable. It can be an asset, it can be your best friend, worst enemy. You need to know how to use this, right? Not going to give you a lot of things, but here's something for you very valuable. Just like on the ground, you don't want to have your back stuck on the ground where you can't move. Same thing here. If he comes in, he drives into me, oh, like this, and I get flat here, my shoulders, I don't have much mobility. It's hard to turn because the wall is inhibiting my turn. So the first thing, if you end up getting pushed back into a wall, squat a little bit and keep your shoulders forward so you have space. So if he comes in again, and if I just receive him, he gets in deep, right? I go, like this. At least now I have space to turn and get a whizzer and start moving out of there. So this, just that simple thing, you know, it's kind of like our regular takedown defense, but if they start to come in, just squat a little bit, right in here, it makes space so that you can maneuver. That's number one. If you do get stuck in there, right, then it's back. This is where you can go to the eye gouge, right, to maybe pull him a little bit so that you can get, you know, some arm drag or whatever to get back to your regular good technique. When you're on the ground like this, you know, there are, you know, ways to use the wall to stand up. If you get starting to get bumped over here, you end up near a wall. But I would still, for our purposes, generally, I would say try to get your foot against the wall and keep your head away just in case as you're standing up, they're just blasting you or the weapon comes out, whatever. We want to have a little bit of space here so we can stay clear to do whatever we want to do, and then maybe work again out to stand up. Okay, so that was super brief. The main point to take from this is spend time working against the cage or the wall or whatever you have, because like I said, when you're pinning someone else up against it, let me just show one thing. Up against the wall standing is, if I come in here, if I try to lift Israel's legs off the ground like this, there's no way I'm going to lift his legs off the ground. If I can drop my weight and pin him, drop, I push up with my legs and push up this way and pin his upper body to the wall, that takes some weight off of his legs. Watch now. If I go here, see he's back off the wall, right? You see I'm coming in, now I lift up, right? Easy to take him down. It's really makes the legs light. Okay? So work the wall, we don't have time to go deep into it, but don't get stuck against the wall. And if you're on the other way, stick the other guy against the wall and use that to your advantage. Not to mention, real quick, if you're in here, you're sticking him against the wall. This is where you can throw those knees to the groin all day long. the guard. Okay, we finally got to the guard.